This is Portland Trailblazer basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Miller High Life. Miller, made the American way since 1855. By the Greater Portland Area Toyota dealers. By your locally owned Thriftway store, where you always get a good deal and a good deal more. By Coca-Cola and your local Coca-Cola bottler. We've got a taste for you, Coca-Cola and Coca-Cola Classic. By First Interstate Bank, the bank that's setting the pace. By Smith's Home Furnishings. Remember, Smith's refuses to be undersold. By Alaska Airlines, serving all of Alaska and cities throughout the West. By Fred Meyer One-Stop Shopping Centers. There's always another good reason to shop at Fred Meyer. Executive producer of Trailblazer Basketball, John Spolstra. This NBA telecast is produced and directed by George Wash.
It's the Sports Palace where the Hollywood stars come to be seen. The Fabulous Four. Live, it's the Portland Trailblazers versus the Los Angeles Lakers. The Trailblazers have not won in this Coliseum in over 4 years, but they've got a newfound confidence, they've got a new attitude, and they feel that they got a chance tonight. Pat Lafferty, the key question that I want to ask you, the teams have not played in over a month now. The Trailblazers have been on a roll, but so have these Los Angeles Lakers. They're come off a high-scoring victory over the Denver Nuggets, 143-107. Do you think that the Trailblazers have the confidence and kind of a residual confidence to do well in this building since it's been such a long time?
Oh, Steve, I don't think there's any question about that, and I know Mike Schuler and all the players feel that way too. The Trailblazers used that 105-104 win in the Memorial Coliseum as a springboard to an outstanding February when they won 9 and lost 4. And I think they feel very confident since Mike changed his strategy, slowed the tempo, put Terry Porter on Magic Johnson, that they indeed can do well. And of course now Mike is getting nationwide press all over the country about his being a lead candidate for Coach of the Year.
Well, there's no question he's done an outstanding job. The concern that you have to have whenever you play a slow-down pace with a team like the Los Angeles Lakers is they have a lot of weapons. They've done extremely well. And as I said before, most of the times when teams trying to slow down against them, their record is probably right where it is, about 70% that they've come out on the long end of it.
Well, these are two hot teams. The Lakers have won 9 of their last 10. The Blazers 7 of their last 10. And there are even a lot of people who have come down from Portland to watch the Trailblazers play tonight. A lot of people who are proud to say, I love the Blazers. And speaking of the Trailblazers and the I Love the Blazers drawing contest, we're proud tonight to announce the winners of the Thriftway I Love the Blazers drawing contest. In the 5 to 8 category, the winner was Nicole Farwell of Portland. In the ages 9 through 11 and 12 to 14 category, 2 brothers won. Paul Hadel, age 9 through 11, and Jonathan Hadel, age 12 to 14. And then in the 15 and above category, the winner was Ron Nelson, who lives in Gresham. We had 50% more entries than a year ago, and certainly our thanks and congratulations to everyone who entered the I Love the Blazers drawing contest. Our grand prize winner was Jason Hambleton of Portland. He'll fly round trip to Phoenix to watch the Blazers play the Suns. Let's talk a little bit about national anthem. All right, we'll be right back with the starting lineups and the play-by-play after our national anthem.
Season from Oregon State.
Go to public
Steve
address
Johnson.
announcer Lawrence Tanner.
Trainer is Ron Culp. The assistant coaches are Jack Shallow and Rick Adelman, and the head coach is Mike Schuler. With a record of 49 and 14, the starting lineup of your Los Angeles Lakers. At one guard, number 32 in his 8th year from Michigan State, Irvin Magic Johnson. The other guard is number 4 in his 4th campaign from Arizona State, Byron Scott. At 1-4, number 45 in his 2nd year from Oregon State, A.C. Green. The other forward is number 42 in his 5th campaign from North Carolina, James Worthy. And at center, the captain, number 33, now in his 18th year from UCLA, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Trainer for the Lakers, Gary Vitti. The assistant coaches are Bill Burke and Randy Funn, and the head coach is Pat Riley.
With Blazer Broadcasting, Pat Lafferty and Steve Jones, our director George Wash, the Trailblazers and the Lakers. The Portland starting lineup: Kiki Vandeweghe, Caldwell Jones at forward, Steve Johnson at center, Clyde Drexler, Terry Porter will be the guards, Jim Paxson not in uniform tonight, and of course neither is Kenny Carr. Key matchup tonight, Steve, may be the one between Terry Porter and Magic Johnson.
Well, the idea that the Trailblazers have is to try to put Terry Porter on Magic Johnson, make him work a lot harder, and therefore control the pace of the game by slowing him down. And a lot of teams have tried that, and I've said before, the key will be whether the Trailblazers can really get out and challenge him early in the ball game and make Magic give the ball up to Byron Scott or Michael Cooper.
Our officials are Earl Strom and Dick Bavetta. The Lakers have beaten the Trailblazers 11 straight here in regular season, 17 straight including the playoffs. In the last 6 years, the Blazers are 1-22 in games at the Forum. So even though Portland took half of the albatross off their neck in the Coliseum, there's still another wing on that bird they'd like to shelve tonight.
Well, there's no question that they would like to knock them down tonight. It'll be very interesting to see how they approach this game, because tempo and pace of the game is really important to the Lakers, and Portland likes to play and plays their best basketball in a wide open game.
Well, they finally resolve opening possession, and the ball will go to Los Angeles. Again, you'll see Terry Porter with Magic Johnson, and that's a defensive change that Mike Schuler made 2 games ago after the Blazers had lost 2 high-scoring, fast-tempo games rather decisively. A.C. Green is with Caldwell Jones. Now Kareem with Steve Johnson.
Not a good start for Steve Johnson. 33 picks up the foul with his hands in the back of 33, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Magic. And the rebound to Clyde Drexler. Steve Johnson scores and is fouled despite the Laker protests.
Well, you heard all of those officials in yellow shirts as Johnson fills the wing and puts it down one time. A.C. Green says, oh, offense, and he's right. He did push the hand of James Worthy out of the way, but Worthy picks up his first personal foul.
Steve misses the free throw, but the Blazers lead 2-0. We're half a minute into the game. Get yourself comfortable. Blazers-Lakers basketball tonight. 5th meeting between the teams this year. A.C. Green ties the score at 2. That's a shot that A.C. really didn't have much in college, but has really developed in his 2 years with the Lakers.
Well, according to the scouting report, he still doesn't have it.
You and I know he does. Terry Porter.
Nice steal by Terry Porter. Finishes the playoff. That's the kind of defense that you want to see where you challenge the Lakers.
The James Worthy turnaround, and we're tied at 4. Now the Lakers match Byron Scott against Terry Porter, so they don't go defensively the same way. They put Magic on Clyde. Magic Johnson to A.C. Green. Spectacular play and great hustle by Magic.
That's the magic of Johnson. As you saw him, he knew he was not going to be able to get the ball and score it himself, but always aware where his teammates are. A little flip back, and A.C. Green had another 2.
Steve against A.C. Green. Second field goal for Johnson, and we've been tied at all the 2-point breaks. Now deadlocked at 6, 2 minutes into the game. Traveling against A.C. Green. Decided to fasten that on his gun belt. Power drive by Caldwell, and comes inside hard against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The foul is against Kareem. and that's his first.
I'm not necessarily always an advocate of taking it to the hoop and challenging the team, but I think you'd have to like the Trailblazers' aggressiveness and taking the ball to the hoop. I think you have to take what the defense gives you. That time, Kareem left the lane open. Caldwell took it. Now he's at the free throw line.
Any reproduction or rebroadcast of tonight's game is strictly prohibited unless authorized by Blazer Broadcasting. Announcers are selected and paid by Pro Basketball Incorporated. Blazers leading by 1. Caldwell Jones doubles the margin. Portland 8 and Los Angeles 6. Lakers' second game of a 6-game homestand. Their longest homestand of the year. Byron Scott, good help by Terry Porter.
That was good defense by Portland. They forced him to use a lot of the shot clock and forced the ball to come out over the top. Now they have a chance to score in transition, and they get the foul against A.C. Green. You get to feel the impact that Steve Johnson felt as Steve knows his old friend A.C. Green is coming around the corner. Gets him on the shoulder.
We played almost 3 minutes. And the Blazers now lead by 3. Steve Johnson feels that the one game he had off when Portland played Seattle did his knees a world of good. He's certainly walking and running a lot more easily now as the schedule has favored Portland just a bit, Steve. You ever have a problem with tendonitis?
No.
Byron Scott's long rainbow brings the Lakers to within 2. 7 minutes left, first quarter, 10-8 Portland.
Tried to squeeze that pass in. Worthy had his head turned so he didn't see the ball, but it was really past Kiki Vandeweghe as well.
Turnovers even, 2 apiece. Magic looks for Kareem.
Too deep and too easy, and Steve Johnson released him, but he's asking the officials how long does it get the big fella get to set up in there. The score is tied at 10.
Last 11 games, Kareem's averaging 19-7 a game. Tied at 10, our 4th deadlock, and Scott makes the steal. Porter knocks the ball away and off Magic Johnson.
Well, Magic was the guy saying let it go, and Nick Pavetta said you should have picked it up.
Vandeweghe for 3. And Kiki Vandeweghe buries a 3-point field goal. He's still number 2 in the NBA in 3-point field goal percentage. Who sent us that box of popcorn? One of those Blazer fans? Foul is called. It's on Steve Johnson, and that's his second personal foul. He has both Portland fouls.
You watched the Lakers and Magic Johnson going down the court, and Magic said let it go, but you could see that the ball clearly rolled off his leg, so Dick Pavetta is right on tune.
Kevin Duckworth in for Steve Johnson. Duckworth wearing number 00. He's easy to spot. And Magic floats it over him and in. First field goal for Magic Johnson. All 5 Lakers have now scored. Blazer lead cut to 1.
Duckworth trying to continue the Trailblazers' success of scoring down low. Misses. The Lakers like to run. Scott with a quick chance.
Caldwell the rebound, and here's Terry Porter. Tough roll for Clyde. Byron Scott leads the Laker break.
Right, but converted. Magic got himself in the way of Kevin Duckworth. Clyde should get a whistle. Almost got the shot.
And we'll be looking for a second foul on Kareem. Nope. Byron Scott.
Well, you'll see Kareem right there, and this is what Kareem always does. He hips players now, you know, and he gave him a little hip, and you'll see how Clyde went askew.
However, our replay clearly showed that the initial contact came from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who knocked Clyde back into the charging Byron Scott. Clyde Drexler hits a free throw, and the Lakers call timeout. 6:46 left, opening quarter. Portland 14, Los Angeles 12. We'll be right back after these messages. 6:46 left, opening quarter. Portland leading Los Angeles 14-12. Both teams shooting well, Steve. But one thing you emphasize in Portland's game against the Lakers constantly is the need to be aggressive at both ends, and that's manifested itself in Portland's free throw activity.
Well, there's no question, and they've taken advantage of the fact that they've had some chances to go to the hoop. It's gotten everybody a chance to at least get a feel for what it's like at the free throw line, except Kiki Vandeweghe. Drexler scored his first points of the night. We'll see if he can get two, push the Trailblazer lead to 3.
Second time the Blazers have been up by 3 points. Lakers' largest lead has been 2. It's 15-12 Portland. The Lakers have scored 40 or more in each of their last 2 first quarters. Kareem rolls in the skyhook. The Blazer lead sliced to 1. In the last 5 games, the Lakers averaging 130 points, 59% shooting, and winning their games by a 16-point margin. So the Lakers are torrid right now.
Blocked by Kareem. Good defense by Drexler to cut out the outlet, but the Lakers still run.
AC Green scores. He has 6 points. And we have our third lead change with the Lakers on top 16-15. 6 minutes left first quarter. And Portland turns the ball over. But Earl Strom blows a whistle and will stay at the Portland end.
Now, this is one of those fouls where it looks like there was contact, but there really wasn't. The ball goes over the head of Clyde Drexler. He was starting to jump, and Magic was behind him, and Earl Strom says it's a personal foul against Magic Johnson. His first 15, so the Trailblazers will be in the penalty for the next 5:58.
Magic with 4 assists already. He's coming off of a game in which he had 20 assists against Denver in 28 minutes. Blazers now 6 of 8 at the line, and Clyde is 2 of 3. This free throw would tie the score at 16. And that is our 5th tie. Magic Johnson, Terry Porter. They'll get better acquainted before the night's over. Byron Scott, Kareem with Duckworth.
Got the shot clock at 5, so the Lakers are going to come from outside.
Here's Terry. Excellent transition on the early release by Terry Porter. It paid off in a Blazer basket. And we have our 4th lead change, and Portland is up 18-16.
Well, that was real good defense by Portland, and that's the one area where the Lakers seem to be a little tentative tonight, and that's putting the ball up from the outside.
James Worthy now with 4 points. 18-18, 5:05 left, quarter number 1. Blazers in a 2-man game.
Smart play by Vandeweghe. Smaller Byron Scott just turned in 5.
Kiki has 5. Magic to Scott. Worthy. Maybe outside his range. Caldwell Jones the rebound, and here are the Blazers.
That's a tremendous effort by Drexler to catch it and get himself under control and then spin it in.
And Portland leads by 4, 22-18. 4:20 left in the quarter. Well played first period. Tough shot by Magic. And Earl Strom calls the foul. It's Kevin Duckworth's first personal foul.
Kareem and AC Green fought to keep that ball alive, and AC Green finally got control. You see Kareem right there along with Green. He gets it, and Duckworth said, I just can't take it.
The Blazers 7 of 9 at the line. This is the Lakers' first free throw. Blazers scoring. Steve Johnson, Clyde Drexler, 6 each. Kiki Vandeweghe with 5. AC Green leads the Lakers. That free throw gives him 7 points. It's 22-19. Portland by 3. We're coming up on 4 minutes left in the quarter. Byron Scott, Terry Porter. Wide over Magic. And AC just barges through and gets the rebound.
Oh, tremendous block by Caldwell Jones.
Vandeweghe trying to lay it out for Duckworth. Kevin couldn't quite get there. Michael Cooper will check into the game for the Lakers as you see the play.
Well, suddenly AC Green thought he was wide open, and from the rear comes Caldwell Jones and says, "Not today."
Great shots by our Blazer broadcasting crew. Portland leading by 3. Again, Michael Cooper came in for the Lakers wearing number 21 as Byron Scott hits the field goal. 22-21. Portland.
Rambis came in as well, so the Lakers changed the complexion of their team.
Rambis there on Kiki Vandeweghe.
Clyde. No, they give that to Caldwell Jones on the tip, so that's 4 points in the period for Caldwell.
24-21 Portland. 3 minutes left in the quarter. Worthy and Kiki. Worthy now has 6. On the season, he's averaging only 14 a game against Portland, where a year ago he averaged 26. Portland's done a much better job on him with Mike Schuler's defensive scheme.
Well, it may be a combination that he's not had the opportunities this year like he had a year ago, as he just was going to school against Kiki.
Yeah, but the other thing is he's shooting only 43% against Portland this year. Here's Caldwell Jones. 6 points now for Caldwell. 26-23 Portland, 2:20 left. First quarter. Another big crowd on hand at the Forum tonight. Looks to be a sellout.
Well, they've had a lot of sellouts here lately as Scott gets a three-pointer. 7 in the period for him, but the crowd is very, very quiet so far, and they're waiting for some sort of showtime to erupt for the Lakers to get a foul against Michael Cooper. And you see the time in the upper right-hand corner, and we have a timeout.
2:01 left. Quarter number 1. Tied at 26, and we're coming right back. The Trailblazers and the Los Angeles Lakers tied at 26. We have 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter, and Steve, both teams continue to sizzle their offensive shooting.
Well, both teams have shot the ball well here, and again, you think about the pace, and at this present rate, Portland certainly is in the ball game, and the pace and what they've tried to do is in their favor. Can they continue to force the Lakers to play semi-tentative from the outside?
Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Trailblazer Television Network.
Knots Landing will be seen in its entirety following tonight's Trailblazer telecast here on KOIN TV, Portland, Vancouver.
The Trailblazers with Terry Porter at the line, missing his first free throw. Now, during the timeout, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar headed for the locker room, Steve. Any idea on that?
I don't think it's anything serious because he seemed to be playing all right. And I'm sure he'll be back. Just probably went in for some quick repair. Worthy in the middle, and he gets fouled this time. But that's one of the things that Worthy has not really had an opportunity to do this year, and that's really operate down in the low post area like he did against the Trailblazers a year ago. This time turned very quickly. One of the reasons, no Kareem in there, so I got a little space.
Now the Trailblazers bring Jerome Kersey into the lineup for the first time. Number 25. Tied at 27 for a moment. And now the Lakers have the lead. That's our 5th lead change. 28-27 Los Angeles. Both teams shooting 60% or better from the floor. Fine defensive play by Michael Cooper, and the Lakers will be given the ball when it looked like Cooper had touched it last. Let's watch.
Well, you make the call as Porter scrambled trying to get control. It was Terry Porter's hand with the Sweatband on it that touched it last.
And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has returned now to the Laker bench. Just came out and sat down. Minute 25 left first quarter. Cooper to Scott. Rambis trying to save it, goes into press row. Rambis is coming off of his own fine game against Denver. 15 rebounds in just 20 minutes. Pretty good production.
Well, you know, Rambis has always been a hustle-type player, and he'll do anything to stay in a Laker uniform. And it's really the addition of Thompson and Billy Thompson has taken a lot of pressure off him, so he can have games like that now.
Well, Michael Thompson, number 43, is in the lineup for Los Angeles. Acquired in the last couple of weeks from San Antonio. Vanderway now with 7 points, and the Blazers lead 29-28, our 6th lead change. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Byron Scott, Michael Thompson with Duckworth. And the foul is called on Kevin, and that will be his second personal. So both Duckworth and Steve Johnson now with 2 personal fouls in the first quarter.
Well, Duckworth wants to use his body, but not really this much of his body when you're playing a player down low. He gets Thompson across the arm, and he comes to the line for the first time tonight.
Well, he threw out the tennis challenge to you tonight, Steve. Made no bones about it. So since he's been here in Los Angeles, he's going to take you. You say that's never happened and it never will.
Well, we all dream. That's all I can say.
Well, I will say all of the statistics in history are on your side in that series. 30-29 Blazers. Shot clock at 6. And away over Worthy. 21 seconds left here in the quarter. Kersey down hard. Up and all right. Scott.
Too close for Byron Scott. He really didn't have a good angle, and he missed, and Portland has a chance to run.
Traveling on Jerome Kersey, and the Lakers will have the ball with 2 seconds left, and Los Angeles leading by 1. And that'll do it. First quarter is over, and a good one. After one period, Los Angeles 30, Portland 29. We'll be back after these messages. With both teams shooting very well, the Los Angeles Lakers lead Portland by 1 after 1 quarter.
Well, I think it's been an outstanding first quarter for both teams. They've shot the ball well. If you see an area of tentativeness in the Los Angeles Lakers, it would be that they haven't taken the opportunity when it's been there from the perimeter right away. And Portland has the pace of the game in their favor, where at least they can stay competitive, and the Lakers are not beating them with their quickness up and down the floor.
In the first quarter, we had 7 ties and 7 lead changes. Shot clock at 3. And the Blazers guilty of a 24-second violation. Meister Brown and the Trailblazers have been conducting a program that has been of great interest to our fans, and at the end of this quarter, Steve and I will give you all of the details.
Well, the Lakers have a different looking lineup in Michael Thompson in the middle with Rambis and Worthy at the forwards, and Cooper and Magic Johnson in the backcourt. Well, that's a shot that Thompson would love to have 9 out of 10 times. He's going to make that, and Portland gets a quick drive from Drexler.
Rambis the rebound. Magic. Worthy. And James Worthy scores as the action under the boards turns very intense.
He had to accelerate to catch up with that Magic Johnson pass, and that got him a little bit out of control. Kiki from the outside.
9 points for Vanderway, the Blazers leading scorer.
Steal by Clyde.
Clyde Drexler now with 7 points. Worthy is the game's leading scorer. He has 10. Blazers in the lead, 33-22.
Too deep.
For Worthy. Our 10th lead change already. Just over 10 minutes left, first half. Terry Porter.
If there's an improvement be the fact that he's given some balls up. Magic Johnson back to Worthy, so Worthy is doing it all in this period. He's got all 6 Laker points and 14 on the night.
Lakers 36, Portland 35.
Clyde stays after his own miss and gets it the hard way.
9 for Clyde. Blazers lead by 1. Magic the other way, and the lead changes hands twice again. 13 lead changes, Steve. It has been that kind of a game, back and forth. 38-37 Lakers. Shot clock at 10. 5. Rambis scores and is fouled. Steve Johnson will come back in for Portland as we watch the last play.
Well, that's the type of game that you want to avoid trying to get in with the Lakers, is just a brush across the arm as Rambis is rolling in for the hoop, gets him to the free throw line. And Portland has not seen the Lakers many times tonight with 4 people running back on them. Michael Holton in the ball game. Drexler will sit down.
Michael wearing number 6. Of course, played his college basketball here at UCLA. Lakers leading by 4. That's their largest lead. 41-37. Steve Johnson. Ball out of bounds. 5 on the shot clock. Let's go back a moment ago to Clyde's steal of the inbounds pass.
Well, Kurt Rambis was trying to throw long, and he never let it get out of his hands, and Clyde just picked it up and said, "Thank you very much."
Vandeweghe now has 11. We talked about Vandeweghe and Worthy as a key matchup in this series. Both have been quiet this year. They're hot tonight, and so is Magic Johnson. That's only Magic's second basket, but he's getting the assist. Steal, Billy Thompson. Lakers leading 43-39.
When Magic starts to look to do this, be offensive minded, his totals pick up. He's in the low post. He spins off, and Mike Schuler wants a timeout.
8:05 left first half. Score Lakers 45. The Blazers 39. We'll be right back after this timeout. Los Angeles ladies out to watch their Lakers, and they lead Portland right now 45-39. Both teams continue to sizzle.
Well, both teams are shooting the ball well, and you got to wonder, if you're shooting 83%, why aren't you ahead? The Lakers are shooting 70, but in the last 3 attempts, it's been Magic Johnson close to the hoop, and those kinds of attempts will certainly hurt you. The Lakers try to extend their defense with Michael Cooper.
One reason, Blazers have made 8 turnovers so far. 8 minutes left, first half. Steve Johnson with Michael Thompson.
They double on him, so somebody's open if they can get the ball to the...
Jerome hustles down the rebound. Clyde. Oh. Clyde now is 6 in the quarter, 11 in the game. 45-41 Los Angeles, 7:25 left in the half.
Trying to get some sort of inside game going for Michael Thompson. He gets a whistle. It's either going to be Clyde Drexler or Steve Johnson. You'd like it to be 22 at this point. And it's Drexler, as Johnson already has 2 personal fouls.
That's the first on Clyde. There you see Mike Schuler on the Trailblazer bench. His team has won 7 of its last 10, 12 of its last 17.
Whenever Thompson elects to shoot that fadeaway jumper, I think if you're guarding him, you got to make him show you that he's got the stroke going, and that ball's going to go down for him.
Michael Thompson now with 3 points. The Los Angeles lead 5. Cooper steals from Holton.
You saw the best of Michael Cooper right there. The crowd is yelling Coop here, playing a good hard defense and really making a good quick adjustment with his hands to make a steal.
Steve Johnson drives hard, and that's an extended continuation interpretation.
Well, that's an LP, a long playing continuation right there. Johnson gets a couple of dribbles, but Dick Bavetta put that hand up early, and Steve Johnson wisely kept going. Kareem back in the ball game.
Michael Thompson will stay in. And then Magic, Cooper, and Billy Thompson, rest of the Laker lineup. Steve misses the free throw. He has 8 points. He's 2 of 4 at the line. The Laker lead is 5. 6:40 left in the half.
Well, this is a play that Thompson works well with Magic Johnson, a two-man game, but they force him out of it.
Shot clock at 5.
Billy Thompson likes to shoot off the glass, so that's a tough shot for him, but it bounces around and goes down.
First points for Billy Thompson, Louisville rookie, averaging 6 points a game. Laker lead is 7, 50-43.
This is a guy the Trailblazers have to get going at the offensive end as they get an illegal defense against the Lakers, Jerome Kersey.
In all of our televised games this season, Smith's Home Furnishings is saluting the Trailblazers star of the game. Steve and I select the Smith star of the game and announce the selection at the end of the fourth quarter. The Smith star of the game will receive a special gift from Smith's Home Furnishings.
What was it? What was it? 9? We just stand down and call. All right, give them 10.
Well, they got the shot clock. They now say it was no illegal defense. They're going to take the shot clock down to 10. So what was it? It's confusion, man.
I guess the question would be, why do you call illegal defense if, in fact, there was no illegal defense?
Well, officials are human. They make mistakes. They just made one.
Earl Strom is maybe more inclined than any other official in the NBA, I think, to admit that he made an error, correct his own call. I've seen him do that a number of times in games.
All kinds of yellow shirts around Steve Johnson. Almost had a good try. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Lakers have it.
50-43, Los Angeles. Kareem with Caldwell.
All kind of bodies go down in the lane, and Caldwell Jones makes Kareem go to the baseline.
Watch the isolation here. Michael and Steve.
Well, that's the way Michael Thompson likes to play defense against guys that post up. Never let them really feel them and then jump around for the pass. Magic can't score inside, and the shot clock is now down to 13 seconds.
Kiki Vandeweghe, Terry Porter come back in for the Trailblazers. They replace Jerome Kersey and Michael Holton. Kareem. 6 points for Abdul-Jabbar. 5:25 left first half. Lakers lead by 9, 52-43. Largest lead now for either team. And Vandeweghe scores, and he has 13. Kiki was averaging only 19 against the Lakers in 4 games this year and was shooting just 39% from the floor.
Cooper for 3.
He'd been hot in three-pointers, 12 out of 17 in his last 7 games. Good defensive plays at both ends. Clyde scores and is fouled by Cooper.
Well, Cooper did a great job to hustle back to thwart the initial attempt. As you'll see the entire sequence come back as Magic Johnson tries to make a save, but Terry Porter comes in to make a steal. Good pass ahead to Vandeweghe. Here comes Cooper. That's his favorite defensive play, and he won't give up. And he should have. Drexler with a 3-point play and 9 in the period.
14 in the game for Clyde, 13 for Kiki Vandeweghe. For the Lakers, Worthy the leader with 14. Magic Johnson has 8. It's 52-48.
Well, Kareem was wide open, and he was waiting for some contact, and there wasn't. He ended up taking a shot that was a real tough one. Nice play by Clyde.
Caldwell scores off the break, and Pat Riley will ask for a timeout. The Trailblazers have scored 7 straight, and with 4:28 left first half, it's Lakers 52, Blazers 50.
sequence of plays will tell you why the NBA basketball is so fantastic. Just watch. 2 steals, a block, a dunk, and a foul, all within less than 5 seconds.
52-50. Blazers have scored 7 straight. Pat Riley has tried to regroup. He'll bring A.C. Green back in the lineup. No changes for Mike Schiller's team during the last timeout. He's got the starting 5. Blazers do not have 1 point off the bench tonight.
The Lakers are desperately trying to get the big fella involved in the game. Portland has taken away some of his favorite moves, and he's turning away from the hoop. That time he hits the fadeaway.
54-50, Los Angeles. Shot clock at 10. Foul called as Terry Porter tried for the lay-in.
Well, this is what a broken play can produce sometimes. Activity by Terry Porter after Steve Johnson couldn't control the ball, and from underneath, Byron Scott picks up his 2nd personal foul.
No player in the game with more than 2 fouls. Let's watch this isolation action now.
I let him shoot it.
There's a favorite hit by Kareem, along with a little chuck with the forearm.
He's not getting that mellow in his old age. He'll be 40, Kareem will, on April 16th. It's 54-52. Lakers by 2.
And nobody's guarding Worthy, and usually he will look to go to the basket. This time, again, they're trying to establish some sort of inside game with Kareem, and they turn it over.
Coming up at halftime, Blazer update, our first half highlights and stats, and Tana Vandeweghe's special feature on Sacramento's Reggie Theus.
Now, Kiki had that same stroke he had going up in Seattle from the perimeter. He shoots the ball with a lot of confidence. One of the best games he's had in the forum.
And the Blazers, down 9, have battled back into a tie at 54. And now can take the lead. Porter to Drexler, 2nd story. The Blazers lead 56-54.
Well, the one thing you know that you can run on the Lakers, they will give back parts of their lead. They've given back all of that one that they had, and now they're trying to work to get another one. Green missed a chip shot inside.
A.C. Green, 2:35 left in the half. What a half it's been. Double team on Kareem, and he's frustrated as Caldwell and Terry Porter, 2 top defensive players, pinch down. Let's watch.
Terry Porter forces the pace and has Kareem turned around, which allows Drexler to come in and over the top. He still can't wonder why.
Jerome Kersey back in for Steve Johnson.
Kareem is really having a bad day. You don't want to get him upset, but right now he's forcing the situation, and Portland has a chance to build on a 2-point advantage.
Byron Scott near steal, but can't get it. 2:07 now. 2:07 left in the half. Plan now to join the Blazers for an evening of great entertainment. 4th annual Meisterbrow MVP banquet, Thursday, April 2nd at the Red Lion, Jansen Beach. Tickets $15 on sale now. Coliseum box office and all G.I. Joe's ticket outlets. Speaking of outlets, here's Magic.
Well, Caldwell Jones could not control, but that's the favorite play for Magic Johnson and Byron Scott. Out on the wing and a quick pull-up jumper.
Byron Scott.
Again, they look inside of Kareem.
10 points for Kareem. We're tied at 56.
Now, this is the predictable pattern that you like to see the Lakers in, where almost every time down they initiate the half-court offense through Kareem. Watch out.
The foul is on Kiki Vandeweghe to stop the fast break opportunity by James Worthy. Kiki was on the siding. Worthy was coming down the hill with a load of coal already in
squeezed off on the baseline and tried to make a pass back out. Worthy just stepped in, was on his way.
Second foul on Vandeweghe, fourth team foul on the Blazers. Worthy. Oh.
That's the play which James Worthy lost the ball on at the end of the game. This time he's over the top.
Lakers regain the lead at 58-56. 15 lead changes, 9 ties in this half. Lakers.
Watch out.
60-56. Los Angeles leads by 4 as Worthy brings the crowd to their feet.
Well, Worthy knew that Kersey wouldn't quit on the play, and he just extended with the left hand.
Reach-in foul. Michael Cooper is there.
Caldwell Jones with a quick pass inside. Oh, can you believe it? Michael Cooper can.
That's the third foul on Michael Cooper, and A.C. Green is back in. 35 seconds left in the half. Kareem to Byron Scott.
Magic Johnson took a shot in the bridge of the nose on that exchange down on the baseline. He's coming out holding his nose. A real tough play. Now watch down here. They're stacking up. Now watch. The heads come together.
Jerome Kersey, pop Magic, pretty good.
That's like the play that happened in Houston with Caldwell Jones and
Hakeem.
Right, and Caldwell Jones came out with 2 stitches and his head ringing for the remainder of the night and did not play. Magic Johnson will try to stay in.
After that collision, Caldwell could have signed up for the Carolina Bells.
Did I lead you into that?
9 for Byron Scott. Time remaining in the quarter on your screen. Shot clock, 4 seconds ahead of that game clock. Lakers lead by 6.
The Lakers don't like to allow you to run a play here at this point, so Portland's going to have to come up with something. Nice drive by Clyde.
Great quarter for Clyde. And that'll do it. An outstanding first half of NBA basketball. And we come to the end of the first 2 quarters of play with the Los Angeles Lakers leading the Portland Trail Blazers 62-58. All of our exciting halftime coming up after this timeout. Leading off with Blazer Update.
Trailblazers have had a lot of highlights tonight, and when we take a look back at that first half of action, one of the things you'll note is awareness and aggressiveness to the basketball as Terry Porter steps in, makes this steal, and takes it in for 2. And that was one of the kinds of plays that got the Trailblazers rolling. The Los Angeles Lakers like to use this guy to come inside against the smaller guards. Magic Johnson, using his height and his strength against Terry Porter, scores an easy 2. Byron Scott and the Lakers were a little tentative initially to shoot the ball from the perimeter, and Trailblazers again ever aware where the ball is, and an easy 2 for Terry Porter again. Magic Johnson is the guy that makes it happen for the Lakers whenever they can get out on transition, and A.C. Green, who has improved every time out, takes that one over the top. Portland with Clyde Drexler pushing the button. Right over the top, and a nice finger roll for Clyde.
Clyde's had an incredible half. He has 18 points and shares scoring leadership with James Worthy.
Well, Kurt Rambis wanted to throw long. He ended up throwing short, and Drexler picked it up. Clyde had 2 more. Sensational second period of play for Clyde with 13. That's Magic Johnson when he's almost impossible to stop with his size and his ability to handle a ball. And again, we take a look at all of the activity and the action that happens in the NBA in one play.
Remember
for our Meisterbrow fan vote question, and we are looking for your opinion. The question tonight, will the Blazers win 50 games this year? Express your view. If you think the Blazers will win 50 or more, call 733-5111. If you don't think they will, call 733-5222. A click will indicate your call has been recorded. Lakers leading 62-58. Just underway, third quarter. Nice to have you with us tonight.
The Trailblazers pull everybody out high to keep the Los Angeles Lakers from doubling, and that gives Drexler a chance to start right where he left off as he gets too deep out on the floor.
That's 20 for Clyde. His season average 20.6, and against the Lakers this year, Clyde had been averaging only 13 a game, so he's playing tremendously tonight.
Again, the Lakers still want to get Kareem involved in this game. They're not allowing really to get in that skyhook rhythm. Good rebound by Clyde. Kareem wants to lead the break. And gave it up just in time.
The second half of this game is being brought to you in part by Miller Genuine Draft, cold filtered for real draft smoothness. It's beer at its best. By Fred Meyer, one-stop shopping centers. There's always another reason to shop at Fred Meyer. And by the greater Portland area Toyota dealers.
Well, Pat, let me ask you a question. If you were a big man, what would be your dream? Making the three-pointer or leading the fast break?
He's led fast breaks before, but those three-pointers pretty hard to come by. He is the oldest man in league history ever to make a three-point field goal. And do a lot of other things. 63-60. In the first half, the Blazers had 0 points from their bench, and the Lakers had 8 points off their bench. Clyde. Boy, they probably picked that one up at Berkeley. About a 4.5.
Well, it's quick hands by Byron Scott, but Clyde gets it back, and suddenly the lane opens, and the Lakers trying to react. And again, there's the hip from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's his second personal foul, and Clyde goes to the hardwood. And when you hear that sound, you know why it's called hardwood. Look at Clyde's eyes, and you'll see a player that has come to play tonight.
Clyde now with 22 points. It's 64-62. Quick trigger by Worthy. Rebound by Clyde. For three, Kiki Vandeweghe. That's 18 for Vandeweghe, and the Blazers are back in a tie. Now it's 64.
Portland went ahead temporarily as they went up by one, and Magic Johnson spun right back on top for the Lakers, and the score is 66-65. Vandeweghe's got the stroke tonight.
20 for Kiki. Blazers are on top, 67-66. Oh. Magic Johnson.
Remember the Seattle Sonic game, which the Sonics talked so much about in that third period, where they went back and forth, and they ended up losing that period by one. The same sort of period going here as Drexler comes back. That is 6 in a period for Clyde. The only two guys that have scored, Vandeweghe and Drexler. They got 11 between them, and Portland's on top by one.
We've had 20 league changes tonight. Magic.
Magic was headed the other way as he feels it as well. Porter had the rebound.
Byron Scott.
Well, Scott, and that's the area of the game which he doesn't excel in, is really making a good decision on the fast break. Didn't make a good one. Great play to Steve Johnson, but it won't stay.
2 excellent passes to set up Steve Johnson as the trailer. But the ball spun around the rim and came out, as you saw, and Steve will have to settle for a chance at 2 free throws.
Pushed the ball ahead, got it back. Terry Porter leaves it for the trailer in the bump with James Worthy, the second personal foul, second team against the Lakers. So even though the Trailblazers have been trying to slow the Lakers down, they have been in a running game of sorts with them, and they've done a good job of keeping the pressure on.
9 points for Steve Johnson. Blazers leading by 2 with 9:14 left, third quarter. And Portland now leads 71-68. Largest Laker lead, 9. Largest Portland lead, 4. Scott. 13 for Byron Scott. A dozen for Magic Johnson. 18 for Worthy, the leading Lakers scorer. Clyde with 24. Kiki with 20, leading for Portland. Terry Porter. That's 11 for Terry Porter. Steve Johnson has 10. Caldwell Jones 8. Those 5 men have scored every Portland point tonight. Foul to Kiki.
Maybe this is the guy that the Lakers are going to have to go with their inside game on tonight, as James Worthy has really been tough for Portland. Kareem really has not found any rhythm as they come back and look to Magic Johnson.
Third foul on Vandeweghe. And there's Magic. Last 42 games, he's averaged 26 points a game and leads the NBA in assists with more than 12 an outing and still gets 6 rebounds a game. Considered the leading candidate for MVP. Steve in traffic. Jump ball.
Jump ball as Kareem had his hand on that ball all the way. Steve tried to hunt and groan his way into a foul, but didn't get it done. Good spin inside, but the ball was knocked away. And that's really what caused the problem for Steve Johnson.
Lakers down by 1. 8 minutes left, third quarter.
We've seen situations when Magic has just decided on his own that he's starting to change the pace of the game, and he's taken over here. He's got 8. Drexler refuses to give up himself. He's got 8 in the period. Pulling back on top by 1.
Clyde now with 26. Magic again. What a duel. Tremendous duel now between Magic and Clyde Drexler. Lakers leading.
Good drive by Kiki, better defense by the Lakers, and then the ball rolls off Vandeweghe's foot. You'll see Kiki working hard on the baseline right there. Worthy comes in from the rear. Lakers with the ball in the hands of the hot hand of Magic Johnson.
AC.
Well, you could see that one coming. Nobody challenged AC Green. He really wasn't certain what he wanted to do when he picked the ball up. Take the jump shot right there or come inside. He said, well, I'll go as far as I can. Caldwell, you got 1, but you won't get 2.
And let's take a break. Everybody needs a breath. 7:07 left, third quarter, and a great one at the Forum. Lakers 76, Blazers 75. 7:07 left, third quarter. Lakers 76, Blazers 75. And it has been a tremendous game from the opening moments, Steve, and the teams are continuing their blistering offensive highlights tonight.
Well, you just had a look at the expansiveness of the Forum, and certainly all of the people have been entertained with a high-scoring game. You look at those numbers, and again, you say, if you shoot 100% of the period, how can you be behind? The other team shoots 67%, but the Lakers had that edge at the half. AC Green trying to build on it, misses his first opportunity.
Blazers 6 of 6 in this quarter, and the Lakers 6 of 9. For the game, the Blazers are shooting better than 60%. In the last 22 games, only 5 Laker opponents have been able to shoot as much as 50%. AC Green makes 1 of 2. The Laker lead 2 points, and we're at 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Well, again, the percentages really don't reflect the defenses that have been played. Both teams have had players that have been very aware and alert to the basketball. They've done some good job of forcing the ball to come up from the perimeter, but the execution has just been very, very good tonight. Kick ball, and Portland will get a new 24.
Clyde Drexler to inbound the ball. He has 26 right now. His season high is 36. Magic the rebound off Clyde's miss.
You hear all the grunting and groaning. There was three out as we bring it right into your living room. Johnson tries to draw the first one. Worthy the second one. Magic gets it. Now what? He's going to go out of bounds, and there's no force out. Magic is saying, oh, how about the other way? And Portland has it. Lakers up by 2. Tell me we haven't had it all tonight, Pat.
It has been tremendous, and some great film footage on our replays tonight.
Oh, that's a tremendous drive by Magic Johnson. Just put it in the other hand and accelerated. He's got 12 in the period.
20 in the game. 79-75. 6 minutes left, third quarter. Stephen A.C.
Kareem in a rare chance to double team, and now they've got him surrounded. Steal by the Lakers.
Byron Scott scores. Terry Porter fouls him, and the crowd goes nuts.
Well, this is what the Lakers live for. 4-on-2, 1, and you'll see right there Terry Porter made a mistake by reaching back, and he gets him across the head. Now, if you're going to foul, you got to get to the player before he can get his hands in the air. He doesn't, and Scott is strong and plays above the basket. Good control. He has a chance for a three-point play.
You also saw Magic Johnson do something very well there, and that is if you're going to throw a bounce pass on the break, bounce it far enough in front of the player that the ball comes back up to him. So often you see the ball come up around the knees. 82-75, Lakers by 7.
Yeah, but that's a guard. See, the guard going to a guard, it doesn't matter. It's when the big guys, you got to make sure it comes back up to him. Now, you talk about the scoring and who's done all the scoring in this period. The Laker backcourt has accounted for 19 of the 20 points, and Scott looks for 3.
Slide to Terry.
Nice pass. Lakers by 9, and Clyde misses a quick opportunity.
And Porter comes back with a key basket to try and stem the Laker tide as L.A. had rushed out to a 7-point lead. Now Porter has a chance. To a 9-point lead. Porter now has a chance to make it a 6-point game.
Well, one thing about Portland, and I think it's proven time and time again, this is a team that will continue to try. They have not given up, and they have fought back a couple of Laker challenges to bust the game open. Porter brings it back to a 6-point ball game.
Terry now with 14. When the Blazers beat the Lakers in Portland, Terry had the first triple-double of his NBA career. He's had one since.
Now, the Lakers have gone away a lot more from Kareem in this period. They come back with 3 men around him, and that's his first 2 in the third. James Worthy is the only Laker not to score here in the third period.
And that's the first basket, Steve, as you mentioned a moment ago, scored by any member of the Laker front line in this quarter. And we have 4:20 to play in the period. 86-78 Lakers.
And you talk about weapons.
They've got enough weapons to register with the Department of Defense. Caldwell. Kareem with a block.
That's persistence right there. And Clyde Drexler grids the penetration. Steve Johnson lays around and picks up 2. That's 4 in the period for him.
86-80.
Too deep.
14 now for Kareem. 88-80, a 20-second timeout, and we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Trailblazer Television Network.
Knox Landing will be seen in its entirety following tonight's Trailblazer telecast here on KOIN TV, Portland, Vancouver.
Well, we had a look at both coaches, and you're listening to Mike Schuler right now.
What's the goal to pace up the ball?
Well, he doesn't doesn't have the shooting percentage figures that we do, but I don't think he needs them to know that his team is not blocking the lane.
Well, you talk about intent, and there was just a taste of it. Talk about joy, and you see some of it right there. Those are Portland fans.
Look for Trailblazer trading cards inside specially marked loaves of Friends Premium White Bread. This week's featured card is Fernando Martin. 3:30 to play, third quarter. Lakers leading 88-80.
Steve Johnson had A.C. Green on his hip, but the pass really wasn't tossed over the top. Green was able to step in and get it away. Well, you got to be happy if you're a Trailblazer fan to see this substitution. Magic Johnson, who has been sizzling in this period, 14, goes out. Michael Cooper comes in. Steal by Scott.
Worthy.
Worthy will get in the scoring column now. He's got 20 on the night and 2 in this period.
Lakers have their largest lead at 10.
Clyde comes back but can't get that one.
And Terry Porter draws a foul. Porter has been very active on the boards over the last month and has brought his rebounding average up to 4 a game. He's had several games where he's been in double figures off the boards.
Well, I think, you know, Terry used to play a forward when he was at Wisconsin, Stephen, when he has a little bit of rebouner's mentality. He knows when to sneak in there now. He's not going to go in and do battle with the big guys, but he's done a good job of attacking the basketball. Michael Holton is getting ready to check in the ball game.
The foul was on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It was his third.
Well, Michael Thompson replaces him. Porter gets both the free throws.
Michael Thompson now at the post as we hit the 3-minute mark. Worthy and A.C. Green at the forwards. Cooper and Scott are the guards.
Quick pass inside to A.C. Green. Steve Johnson had his hand wrapped around his hip. The whistle will go against Steve. That's his third, 14.
Timeout with 2:52 left in the third quarter. The Los Angeles Lakers 90, the Portland Trailblazers 82. Blazer broadcasting in the Forum in Inglewood. The Lakers are leading the Trailblazers 90-82. And here's what you get at the Forum. The Laker girls doing the L.A.
Get him off the line. AC.
A little Hollywood blitz, Mr. Jones.
Giving you a feel of what it's like to be in L.A.
Overcast, smoggy. We long for some of that rain and clean Oregon air. We'll be back to get it tomorrow. Blazers next game, Sunday night, Golden State Warriors. A.C. Green.
Ball's in play,
91-82. And the Laker lead is back to 10.
That's a great pass ahead from Drexler to Duckworth, and he comes right over the top. So Kevin gets the first 2 points of the night for the Trailblazer bench.
And it came with less than 2:50 in the third quarter. Duckworth's rebound off Cooper's miss, and here's Michael Holton. Nice assist from Kiki Vandoe. The basket for Steve Johnson. Steve now with 6 in the quarter, 14 in the game. 92-86. Blazers battling back. Coming up on the 2-minute mark left in the quarter.
Looking for James Worthy low against Kiki Vandoe.
Steve. Ho-ho! Now, there haven't been that many opportunities for Steve Johnson to solo and jam.
So again, the question is, do I get the fast break or do I get the three-pointer? Which is the big man's dream?
He'll take either one.
Low to Thompson. Duckworth gets the whistle against him. So Portland ran off 6 straight points. Now you'll see James Worthy. Steve Johnson also saying James Worthy looking back out to Byron Scott and takes it right over the top.
What sore knees? What tender ankles?
Well, how many times? Have you seen, how many times have you seen NBA players get knocked down and really laying on the floor, and suddenly the ball comes free? They're the only one back that can manage to get up. Pain only counts, and we only feel it when we don't score. Thompson got both the free throws.
And it's 94-88. The dart. Byron Scott from Michael Cooper. Lakers lead by 8.
Oh, Clyde had one taken away as Kevin Duckworth really kind of goaltended. The Lakers can't control, and so the pace of the game is not what Mike Schuler would like, and he says, hey, take it easy.
Two things. First, as Rambis comes back in, Kurt Rambis, Mike Schuler says, first, slow it down. Don't get caught up in the chariot race with these guys. And secondly, go ahead and fake if you want to take that trailer up in the air. 1 minute left, third quarter. The dot. That's a play the Blazers worked on over and over in practice a couple of days ago. And that's the low post turnaround shot by Kevin Duckworth.
Well, they still want to come back to Worthy. This time, Worthy will not pass out unless he has to. Michael
Cooper, only his second basket of the night. The Lakers lead again by 10. Half a minute left, third quarter. The shot clock, 9 seconds ahead of that game clock.
Steve Johnson with a triple pump fake gets it to go in. He's got 10 in the period.
18 in the game.
Lakers passed up a golden opportunity with too many passes. Worthy out on the wing. Couldn't get his hands on it. Portland has a chance to finish the period with a score.
Well, I'll tell you, though, that was almost double play passing there with the middleman shooting the ball off on the wing. Kiki.
Well, Portland will not get the chance to finish. The Lakers have it 3 seconds. Worthy.
Third quarter is over. A racehorse derby at the Forum. After 3, the Lakers 98, the Trailblazers 90. Back for the fourth quarter after these messages. After 3 quarters, Lakers 98, Blazers 90, and there have been some great offensive performances tonight, Steve.
There's no question. Those California girls don't know who the leading scorers are. Magic Johnson with 14 in the period is the leading scorer for the Lakers, followed by Worthy and Scott. Clyde Drexler with 13 in the second and 8 in the third. He leads for Portland with 26, followed by Vandeweghe and Steve Johnson.
Give you those numbers again in just a moment for a Meisterbrow fan vote question tonight, as we have a collision in the middle with Caldwell Jones and Michael Thompson. Again, if you think the Blazers will win 50 games or more this season, call 733-5111. And if you don't think they will, call 733-5222. A click indicates your call has been recorded.
Well, this is a money period, and the Lakers have out to start the period Magic Johnson, Michael Cooper, Michael Thompson, James Worthy, and Kurt Rambis. And Portland has Caldwell Jones, Duckworth, Kersey, who scores, and that's his first 2 of the night. Drexler and Michael Holton. Both teams are different as they start the fourth and final period off. Lakers smaller but quicker. Portland a little bit bigger inside.
Caldwell, aggressive rebound, and the Blazers trailing by 8 will now try and cut it to 6. Holton, and there's Michael Holton. So Kersey and Holton come with back-to-back baskets, and each gets their first field goal of the night.
Well, Duckworth got the bench crew involved, and now they're saying, well, let's have a 3-day Magic inside. Nearly win. Portland has numbers, and it's a question of can they get in the right position. Kersey slices in. He's got 4.
And it's 100-96 as the Blazers come roaring back and force Pat Riley to call a timeout. A 20-second timeout here.
Now you see it's a 3-on-2 break and not a classic. Duckworth clears everybody out, and it's Jerome Kersey with that good athletic ability. And you'll see what Jerome saw, just a sliver of daylight. Thank you very much, James Worth.
Well, that's all he needs. All Clyde Drexler needs, too. It all comes your way on Blazer Broadcasting. And with our director, George Wash, I'm Pat Lafferty. With me, Steve Jones, and we're at the Forum talking about Magic Johnson tonight and his 22 points. He also has a dozen assists. Clyde Drexler not only has the Blazers' high point total, 26, he also leads them in rebounds with 8 and in assists with 7, as Mike Schuler encourages his Trailblazer team, trailing by 4 with 10.5 to go.
Worthy in between the glass and straight in, and it's nothing but air. Great hustle by Duckworth.
Holds
Keep it alive.
Cooper to Magic to James Worthy. 22 for Worthy. 13 assists for Magic. 102-96. 10 minutes to play in the game.
Worthy is one of the great finishers along with Kiki Vandeweghe at the forward position, and they love to be out hovering somewhere.
Rambus.
And you wonder why it's Magic.
He showed you the rabbit and the pigeon. And dropped the ball over the iron for his 24th point. Laker lead is 8. Bolton's had the shots, but has missed 2 in a row from the outside. Magic Johnson rises to the challenge, and the Trailblazers want timeout. The Forum crowd is on their feet. 9:15 to go in the game. Lakers 106, Blazers 96. We'll be right back.
It's plays like this that earned Magic Johnson the perfect nickname. He's Magic.
9:15 to play, 106-96. Updating you on our Meister Brow fan vote so far. 70% of you think the Blazers will win 50 or more games. 30% think the Blazers won't make it. Still time for you to call. Blazers have been down by 10 3 times.
Should have been a foul right there, and they do get the whistle. I think it might be against Billy Thompson. Michael Thompson. Billy Thompson is checked in the ball game, replacing the high wire active James Worthy. Jerome Kersey goes to the line, and certainly if the Trailblazers need a spark to challenge after being down by 10, Kersey's the type of player that can do it.
Well, right now, Mike Schuler is resting Terry Porter, Kiki Vandeweghe, and Steve Johnson, but he'll be ready to play his trump cards momentarily.
Well, what's hurt Portland in this little stretch has been the fact that they've had the perimeter shot in the hands of Michael Holton. He hasn't knocked it down. The Lakers have rebounded and cashed at the other end.
106-97, inside 9 minutes to play. Rebound to Clyde. Clyde well on his way to a triple-double tonight. Caldwell, Jerome with Billy Thompson. Shot clock at 10.
Saw Holton look at the clock, so he wanted to know how much more time they had, and he's going to have to pull the trigger from three-point range.
And Michael Holton really needed that. He now has 5. But after a couple of those misses you talked about, great to see him come back with that one. It's a 6-point game. Thompson is fouled.
Clyde Drexler will come out of the ball game, and he has really been pushing the pace of the game for Portland. You'll see what happens to Michael Thompson against Kevin Duckworth.
On Kevin Duckworth, that is his 4th foul. 2 team fouls on the Blazers, 1 team foul on the Lakers in this quarter as Michael Thompson hits the free throw. He was averaging 11-7 at San Antonio. He's averaging 9-4 with the Lakers, but his field goal and free throw percentages are up in LA over San Antonio. 108-100. Lakers by 8. Coming up on 8 minutes to play.
I guarantee your field goal percentage would be up here that way too.
Magic will do that for you, won't he? Rambus, nice play. Thompson with his second basket. Magic Johnson with his 14th assist, and the Laker lead is back to 10.
Well, quickness beats the size of Duckworth that time as Rambis makes the steal. Magic Johnson has a choice of either Thompson and goes to the young guy. Steve Johnson trying to knock him down before he gets up. Can't get it. Michael Cooper keeps it alive, and the Lakers have possession. Pick and roll, that's what Thompson and Magic Johnson like to work, and Cooper tries for three.
It'll still be a Laker ball. And the Blazer alumni team will be in action next Thursday night, April 19th at Westland High School. Proceeds will benefit the Willamette Middle School. If you haven't had a chance to see the ex-Blazers play, don't pass up this opportunity. Drop by Westland High School Thursday night, next Thursday night. Game time will be at 7:30.
Well, this last 30 seconds has been a very bad and maybe a crucial series for the Trailblazers, where the Lakers have had possession from the free throw line, missing, reacting to the ball, then coming back with it. They pick up a personal foul against Jerome Kersey. Portland now has 14 fouls. Jerome's first.
Lakers still unable to get past a lead of 10. Magic.
Again, they get the ball back, and so they have had the ball now for nearly 45 seconds, working for that 12-point. Knocked away. Thompson gets it back. Billy Thompson finally scores, so the Lakers have about 6 attempts at the basket, and they finally get it down, and they lead 112-100.
Well, occasionally the nearsighted squirrel even finds the tender acorn. You give them enough chances, and they'll find the goal. 112-100. Porter misses, and here's Magic. On Jerome as he just kind of body hip checks Kurt Rambis.
He's trying to pick up that move from Kareem, a little hip down low, knocks the player off balance, but he was in the wide open court, easy to spot. Rambis will go to the line.
Michael Holton out, Clyde Drexler right back in the game.
Well, it's at a critical point in the game where it looks like the Lakers are really starting to get control of the game, and you got to get your players back in there that have really gotten it done for you tonight. Rambis gets his first free throw.
4 points for Rambis. Mike Schuller, a pensive expression on his face as his team has fallen behind by 13. Rambis must be getting paid by the bounce.
Billy, you got 5.
He just wants to use all of his allotted time at the line. He doesn't get as much exposure as he used to.
6.5 minutes to go here in the game. Been an exciting game, and there's Michael and Steve going to war. Third personal foul on Michael Thompson. Good defense by the Lakers. They're giving Portland few easy shots.
Well, again, we've seen some good defense on both times, and that time it was Jerome. Clyde Drexler comes in over the top of Kurt Rambis.
Spectacular by Clyde to make that shot, given everything that was swirling beneath him. 114-102, just inside 6 minutes to play. Richard Galvin down here. Oh, my. Billy Thompson, quiet through 3 quarters with 2 points. Now has 6 in the period, 8 in the game.
They're going to get Clyde for traveling. He's trying to get himself set to power up. A turnover, and Mike Schuller wants to have a timeout.
The Lakers on a run, and with 5:34 to play in the game, it's Los Angeles 116 and Portland 102. 5:34 left to play at the Forum in Inglewood. Lakers leading the Blazers 116-102. Did Portland get, let's say, impatient offensively, or did the Lakers just improve their defensive scheme that much?
Well, not really. Again, we talked about the execution. The play was there for Portland when they closed to within 6. They had a couple of perimeter shots that didn't go down. The Lakers get a chance to run, and then they've been inside Michael Thompson jackknifes his way on a nice pass from Billy Thompson. Both have 6 in a period, so it's the Laker depth that's really beginning to show for them now.
Lakers lead by 16. Cooper, really tough defense on Vandeweghe. Steve's hook's no good.
See, the smaller, peskier team of the Lakers, if we can call it smaller, with the Rambis, Thompson, and Billy Thompson in front, Michael Cooper, Magic Johnson, has been very active at both ends of the floor, and Portland has been forced really out on the perimeter.
Not only that, turnovers in the game, Blazers 20, Lakers 11.
You see all of those Lakers are coming right back inside to help rebound, and when they get it, they're forcing a pace. A kick ball by Terry Porter.
Magic has also showed his MVP credentials tonight. 24 points, 15 assists. He had 20 assists, a season high, in the last outing against Denver and didn't play in the fourth quarter. Here's Terry.
The thing that Portland is they have to keep running the ball back at the Lakers. There's still time, and the Lakers will give them a chance to get back in it, but they got to make some of those shots from outside. As long as Jerome Kersey and Michael Cooper are out on the floor, you can't fool around with the ball. Somebody's going to come flying in from the rear. This time it's Jerome Kersey with a great block on Billy Thompson.
4:17 left. Another offensive rebound, another assist to Magic. Rambis with the basket.
Kareem has not played in this fourth period, and the Lakers are beginning to pull away. They now lead by 18.
Well, if nothing else, Jerome Kersey was persistent on that series. I think it's been a frustrating second half for Jerome.
Actually, it might have been frustrating in the first half. He's done much better here in the fourth and final period of play. He's gotten himself involved offensively and defensively. It's just that the Lakers have out-executed Portland down the stretch. They've got 3 and 4 people coming to every offensive attempt of Portland. They're rebounding the ball. They're cashing in on the transition. Now look at all the yellow shirts around Kiki Vandeweghe. There's Cooper shadowing. There's Thompson and Rambis. Kurt Rambis picks up the personal foul. And Kiki has not scored here in the fourth period.
And Clyde Drexler has only 2. So what a job the Lakers have done defensively on the Blazers starting 5 in this period. And Steve Johnson will come out, and you saw Kevin Duckworth come back onto the floor to replace him. 2 free throws for Vandeweghe. He has 22. 120 to 104.
That's the sign of age right there. When Magic was younger, he would have dunked that one, but no chance. He gets it swatted back. Good pass from Clyde into Kiki, but he doesn't score.
Cooper. Steal by Terry. That'll be Kiki's easiest in a long time. 120 to 106.
Now, if you're Pat Riley, you don't want your team to get careless. They've had some chances here where they probably could have pushed the lead a little bit more, and they've resulted in turnovers. Another one, as that one slips off the hands of Kurt Rambis. You see the time in the upper right-hand corner. There's still time for Portland to get back in it. That doesn't look like a happy guy right now, and his team is up by 14.
Duckworth.
Tough shot, Duckworth.
That's that play. Again, the low post turnaround action by Kevin Duckworth that the Blazer staff has been working so hard on in practice this week.
If the Lakers don't score in this possession, there will be a timeout.
Clyde Drexler scores. Blazers have run off 8 in a row. It is 120 to 110. Will Steve Jones' prediction be accurate? You can take it to the bank. 2:18 to play. It's the Lakers 120 and the Blazers 110. the big story has been scoring from the reserves.
Well, the Los Angeles Lakers could say right now that's the reason that they're ahead, as Portland has really had trouble getting their reserves off the mark, but they have made a dent here in the fourth period of play. Good pressure. Thompson inside, no whistle. Billy Thompson.
Billy again.
Billy Thompson, and you wonder why the Lakers like him.
122-110. And that may be the last backbreaker unless Portland really gets some offensive heroics in a hurry.
If Billy Thompson has anything to do with it, there'll be no heroics. Michael Thompson on the other end misses the hammer, but there's Kurt Rambis to give him one more chance.
124-110. So now with a minute and a half to go, the Laker lead is back to 14 after Portland had sliced it to 10 points. That's 26 for Vandeweghe. Clyde leads Blazer scoring with 30 for the Lakers, 24 for Magic, 22 for Worthy, 18 for Byron Scott. A minute 10 left. Shot clock at 5.
Magic only wanting to hit the backboard, and does. They get the long rebound, and they get a new 24. Now Mike Schuler is going to go crazy because it hit the top of the backboard, and he's saying it should be Portland basketball.
Another offensive rebound. 35 seconds left. Terry Porter. First basket of the quarter for Terry, 18 in the game. Half a minute left.
Magic really wants to use all of the 24 here in this possession. They have doubled and tripled him. They finally get a dead ball. Mike Schuler had sent reserves to check in. Binion, Young, and Michael Olton are all going to get in the ball game. They used up all the time, so he said, sit down. There's only 23 seconds left in this one.
Well, the Lakers will win their 50th game tonight, Steve. First NBA team to do it this year. They'll go to 50-14, and the Blazers will go to 38-25. Laker home court record will be 28-3. Blazer road record will be 12-20. What a game he's played. What a year he's had. 125-114. Super game tonight, though. Marvelously entertaining between Portland and Los Angeles. Certainly the most exciting of the 3 games that we've had down here.
Well, Portland really was very competitive, and through 3 periods of play, they were knocking at the door. They were challenging the Lakers, and even though the Lakers seemed to be sneaking out and extending the lead, Portland was always coming back and making it a close affair. And here in the 4th period of play, they just broke down. The Lakers had better execution, forced Portland to shoot the ball from the perimeter, and the Lakers were playing over the top and showtime.
2 free throws for Kersey. A game that featured 23 lead changes tonight and 9 ties. Final 10 seconds.
Michael Thompson will just be content to hold the basketball.
And that'll do it. From the Forum in Los Angeles, the home Lakers defeat the Portland Trail Blazers by a score of 125-116. Tonight, the Los Angeles Lakers put 7 men in double figures, and for the 8th year in a row, win 50 games or more. They beat the Portland Trail Blazers 125-116. Tonight, Smith's Home Furnishings Trailblazer star of the game is Clyde Drexler. Clyde had 30 points tonight, played extremely well, and we're double-checking now, but we think he recorded a triple-double tonight. If so, it would be the 5th time he's done so this season. In appreciation of his efforts, Clyde will receive a special gift from Smith's Home Furnishings. Now stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll have a post-game interview with Steve Jones. We'll have highlights, statistics, and our final fan vote tonight. It's coming right up, so stay with us.
This has been Portland Trailblazer Basketball. Tonight's game was brought to you by Diet Coke and your local Diet Coke bottler. Enjoy Diet Coke just for the taste of it. By First Interstate Bank, the bank that's setting the pace. By Alaska Airlines, serving all of Alaska and cities throughout the West. By Smith's Home Furnishings. Remember, Smith's refuses to be undersold. By Fred Meyer One-Stop Shopping Centers. There's always another good reason to shop at Fred Meyer. By your locally owned Thriftway store, where you'll find everything you're shopping for and a good deal more. By the greater Portland area Toyota dealers. By Lowenbrau, brewed in the great beer-drinking countries of the world. This world calls for Lowenbrau. Executive producer of Portland Trailblazer basketball, John Spolstra. This NBA telecast was produced and directed by George Watt. This has been a Blazer Broadcasting sports presentation. Now, the Trailblazer postgame show. Tonight's postgame is brought to you in part by Tom Peterson's, the happy place to buy. By True Value Hardware, more than just a name, it's their way of doing business. And by Safeway, you work an honest day, you get an honest deal.
Do this by myself.
Well, you can understand the problem we're having. Michael Thompson has joined us on our post-game show, and he's happy, obviously happy to be a Los Angeles Laker.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll start with the obvious question. Your thoughts not only being here in L.A., but the chances of them winning another championship.
Chances? What do you mean chances? That's guaranteed, baby. Why?
Hey, wait, you know, you just might have put the kiss of death on them. Now go slow, because you've made predictions in the past.
Yeah, you're right. I take that back. There's no way we got to win the championship this year. We're not going to beat Portland, Dallas, Boston. We don't have a chance. All we're doing is taking it one game at a time. We're not even thinking about June. All we want to do is win the games one at a time, see? Because if you get too overconfident like how you are when I play you in tennis, you always lose. So I want to learn from the example. When I beat you in tennis all the time, I'm just going to take it one game at a time.
All right, take a look down at the monitor right there, and since you're feeling so gabby, narrate this play.
Oh, yeah, I got fouled in that play. See, well, I was going to get fouled, and but I should have made the bucket. But I wanted Kurt Rambis to get a rebound and an assist, and I said, give it back to me. I'll guarantee you'll have an assist. And Kurt was kind enough to give it back to me.
All right, a serious moment here for just 1 second. The Los Angeles Lakers certainly are a team that's on a mission, and they played extremely well. Your numbers have come up. Everyone has marveled at what Bill Burkett did in at least the first day of saying getting Michael Thompson ready to play. But you've always dreamed of being a Laker, so
right.
How difficult was it for you on the first game?
Well, I always dreamed of being a Laker if I couldn't be a Blazer. I figure if Portland didn't want me, then I wanted to end up here, and thank God it turned out this way. But Bill Burkett's a very smart, very astute coach, and the first day he got me here, we've been over about 1 million plays, and I still don't know how I remembered all those things. Everything seemed to happen so fast that day. I was sort of like caught in a time warp.
Well, for once, it all worked out for you, and of course, the Lakers have to feel very happy with you. The one thing that the Lakers have, and now you see it firsthand, and you used to think, well, we can beat the Lakers as a Trailblazer. They got a lot of flexibility, and you're part of it. Do you see that as a big weapon in trying to beat this team?
I think so. You got guys like myself, James Worthy, Magic, Michael Cooper, AC Green. We all can play 2, sometimes 3 positions. So over the course of a season, that's very important because some guys get tired, and that way you can interchange a lot of players. So I think the versatility of this team is the key, and also the chemistry. We get along great on the court and off, and we really are unselfish. That's what's so good about this team. Like, since I've been here, I found that out. Even though we got superstars on this team, excluding me, of course, these guys are so unselfish. All they want to do, all they care about is winning.
All right, now you talked about chemistry. What, or is there 1 or 2 players that makes it stay that way with the Los Angeles Lakers?
1 or 2. All you got to do is look in your programs at number 32. As long as he stays healthy, we got a chance to beat anybody. But, of course, the captain is still there, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's not as big a focal point in the offense anymore, but I tell you, anytime we need 2 points at the end of the game, we know who to go to.
Well, there's one thing we know. You're glad that you're not having to be the guy to guard him. But what is Kareem's approach to this season, having been de-emphasized in the offense?
Well, his approach is he knows he's at the end of his career. He's got one more year to go, so he wants to go out with back-to-back championships, and we have an excellent chance to do that. I think with Boston, with Walton coming back, they are doing better, but all they have is Walton coming off the bench at this moment. Right now, we've got myself, Cooper, and Rambis, and Billy Thompson coming off the bench. So that puts the odds in our favor.
Well, Billy Thompson was really active in that fourth and final period of play, and Kareem didn't even play in the game. The Lakers seem to like a small team at times. Is that to your advantage in terms of creating a faster game?
Oh, definitely. Quickness always overcomes size. See, I know that because I play against guys bigger than me all the time, and you can just go around them. And I used to guard guys like Mark Aguirre and Walter Davis, and man, them little fellas used to give me headaches. I'd rather much rather guard a guy my size or bigger, because little guys just drive you crazy. You can't keep up with them.
All right, Michael, it's always been nice to talk to you. No, you can't. You had a chance. Go in the shower there.
Hello, Portland. It's good to see everybody. We'll be back April 3rd. Be there.
All right, join us for highlights right after this.